Hi, I'm Rich Schuyler. I'm a resident of the city of Charlottesville, and I bought my house in Charlottesville in 2001, and it was a new house, but even though it was new, my wife and I knew that there was ways that we could make it more energy efficient, and so I was very excited when the LEAP program got started in Charlottesville that would help homeowners like me figure out how to make our homes more energy efficient. LEAP came out and they did an energy audit, and when they did the energy audit, they told me something about my house that I never knew. Our house is it's 3 stories with an attic on top that is a finished attic, and this is the ceiling of the attic. And what they told me was we have a heat pump up here, and the insulation that was put in when my house was built is right here. So that meant that when the sun was shining down on my roof, my heat pump was sitting in a really hot cavity trying to cool my house, and it was being very energy inefficient trying to cool the rest of my house, because that's what the heat pump does up there. And so after the energy audit, one of the things that the LEAP contractor said we ought to do is, instead of insulating here where the heat pump and all of its ductwork was sitting in this hot house, they said instead we should pick up that insulation and move it up here, so that this is now sitting in a conditioned space, so that it's working less hard than it was before trying to condition my home. That was one of the things they did, and that was really, really cool. And so the energy auditor told me that that was my issue, and the contractors came out and they fixed that problem. And in a minute I'll tell you about the kind of the financial end of this, but what was really cool is the things that they found that they could do that were pretty straightforward and simple, but would never have come to my attention if I hadn't done the energy audit. So this is basically the floor plan of my house. I've got a front porch out in front of my house. This is looking straight down on it. This is the first floor. This is my front door. One of the things that they found when they did the energy audit was that my house has a little bump out here where the front door is. So you come up the front steps, and you know, this is my little foyer. They found that my foundation went across right here underneath the house, because the foundation was this square. This little bump out was just cantilevered out from the foundation. There had never been insulation put underneath this bump out, which meant that the closet and the adjoining bathroom right there inside my house were always freezing cold. And I thought it was because of the front door. I thought I had a really energy inefficient front door, which is why my foyer was always cold, why my closet was always cold, and why the bathroom was always cold. Well, the energy auditors came and they looked down in a heat register that was there next to the front door and saw that there was no insulation underneath that part of my house. So it was completely uninsulated, which is why when you were in the bathroom, the guest bathroom, there was nothing but cold air in there, and my guests thought it was just because I was mean and didn't want to heat up the bathroom, but in fact it's because there was no insulation underneath. So we took care of those issues and a few others that were located in my house, and the amount that it's saving me is amazing, and the amount of cost savings was also amazing. I got this work done by the LEAP contractor for $4,400. That's what it cost me. I got a rebate of $1,000 from the LEAP program, and I'm also getting a 30% tax credit on the materials that went into doing this work. So I get a federal tax credit, I got a $1,000 rebate, and I got $250 toward the cost of my energy audit, which was a $450 cost. So for that amount of money, I was able to save electricity, and this is from one of my most recent Dominion bills, and you'll see on the back it says how much our energy use was in January of 2010. This is our use in January 2011 after the work was done. As you can see, there is a marked improvement in the amount of energy use that we are having in our home. So we're much more comfortable, we're saving money, and we identified problems that we didn't even know existed before LEAP came on the scene. So I've got to say, hats off to LEAP. Thank you for helping my house become more energy efficient and helping us have a lower ecological footprint on the earth that we share with all around us. Thanks.